What's up, everybody? Holy Alex 50 here, bringing you Black Clover manga review. This was chapter 204, titled Closing Wish. This was another dope chapter of Black Clover. Every week they just keep getting better and better. It just keeps getting like more dramatic and sad, and like we getting all these different revelations. And in this week's chapter, we actually get a flashback of the Wizard King and Nero's flashback of, how this all occurred. And basically we found out that Nero, she was born with sealing magic. She can seal things up and close them, like in dimension gates or key style. Kind of like how Lucy from Fairy Tale, her celestial magic works, that she can open a gate with the key and she can open things and make them come through and forth, something like that. So, but she was condemned useless by the royals, so they made her a servant, and she was a servant of the next prince. And when she gets to meet this prince, she's like, since he's royalty, he must be cocky and ignorant. He's probably gonna treat me like dirt, and she just had all these negative emotions, which we seen the royalties. We can't really blame her for thinking that. But when she met him, it was actually the Wizard King, and he was like, "Oh, hello, you must be Sikri. Nice to meet you." So yeah, that's Nero's name, Sikri. And Sikri, we see her, and she's like really shocked, because she was like, "You got struggy clothes on, your room's a mess, you act nothing like royalty." And he was like, "I thought my clothes was cool, I made them myself." And it was just a little funny, cute moment between them. And we see that the Wizard King, the first, Magic Emperor, I guess you can say, or Wizard King, depending on which relation you want to go by. Basically, he was just doing nothing but making a whole bunch of magic tools. Some were clothes, some were accessories, some was to make plant grow and make them grow healthier so they can have a whole bunch of plants for different things, like for free food and stuff like that. And we see different panels of him making different tools. And then we get this one panel where he leaves with his sister, and we get her name too. I believe her name is Titania, something like that. But they always leaving together somewhere secretly. So Sikri decided to follow, and he was actually following, they were actually going to the elf side of the country. Because, the first Magic Emperor, we found out that he was very close friends to Lynch, which we already knew that, but this was just showing their relationship and how they acted towards each other. And you could see that the good dynamics between the two. Not to mention that later on we do realize that the Wizard King's sister does marry Lynch and is pregnant with his child. So, and they're close as well, so it makes sense. If you're that close to somebody, that they eventually either marry into your family or stay close friends to the family. So, but on the day of the wedding for Lynch and Titania, something weird happened, and their father called for a summoning meeting with the Wizard King, which we get his name as well. His name is Lumel, which, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that means light of God in Hebrew. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that, but I believe in Hebrew that means the light of God or the hope of God, something along that line. But Lumel is his name, and he gets to go to his summoning, and he gets trapped by somebody. And this person was basically being possessed by the devil that they're fighting now. And he was like, "You have very strong magic, but I took precaution on this entanglement. Once I get my body in my grimoire, I'll come back and face you if you want." And he leaves. And the man that he used to possess just sits there and faints. We're not sure if he's dead or not, but he faints. And luckily, Sikri is always watching, so she was able to... she wasn't watching, more of like the Wizard King, Lumel, all that screaming that he was doing, calling out for help, she heard him, so she ran over here and she unbinded him. Luckily, her magic came in, handy. She was considered useless, but though, thanks to her, they was able to pause the demon that they defeated and save, himself. But after she unsealed him and they went back to the elf, I almost said Leaf Village, the elf village, as you see in my thumbnail, you just see Lich there, crouched down, holding his wife, which is the sister of the Wizard King. he's holding her, crying, and you see all these dead elves around him. And he's also being possessed and taken over by this devil. And, you know, Lumiel, he was like, you have to fight this. And Lynch was like, I'm sorry, he already has mostly full control of me. I can't do anything except this. Please finish me off. And this is when he used that secret forbidden elf magic. And he did that summoning technique to summon that devil, which took his body to do so. So, and that was the end of the chapter. But, oh man, this chapter was so good. Like, just the emotions, everything we discovered, all the name dropping. Now we know the whole story of why this devil did what he did and why he failed in getting a body last time, because that demon that he fought was not the same one he fought this time. It was another one. Lynch did it on purpose so his body wouldn't be taken over, which was pretty smart, but at the same time it kind of is very sad because his best friend had to be the one to kill him and put him down. So, which brings up the question, since he did bring him down, what happened to Lynch's body? Because they were able to recover it, so the body's intact. So, did the only thing that got destroyed was probably his mind? And maybe thanks to Lynch, Lamel, maybe they can bring back his mind? Because we know Lynch is alive, his body is. But his mind is not fully intact. So maybe him coming over here to fight this demon that Yami and them are fighting, maybe Lamiel can, somehow use some type of magic to bring Lynch power back. I mean, we know that he himself is not at full power. And when it comes to Sakri, which is Nero, real name, we don't know if she's at full power either, because they both just got unchained, so it's a give and take situation. But this backstory was very well done. I was expecting him to fight the devil this week, but I guess we probably won't get that until next week or the week after, depending on how long this flashback is going to be. Because right now we just saw Lynch in the end of the chapter use that forbidden spell to become that devil that we see in the anime opening, which is the devil they fought previously. But we don't know if they're going to continue the story of their fight or not. I believe they are. So next week is probably going to be more backflashes. Because you got to remember, while he was fighting this thing, he almost died. And he had to use Sakri's selling magic to save himself while defeating this thing, so he can stay alive to continue the battle. So, most likely we're going to get more flashbacks of that past, which I don't mind. Because Black Clover, when they make flashbacks, they be killing it. That's one thing they do better than any other shonen manga that's out there, is their flashbacks. Their flashbacks are so well done. They get straight to the point. Everything is nitty-gritty down to the narrow. It's not too long or too short that it feels too much of a drag. Like other series. Don't want to say no names. But it's really good. But that's all I have for you guys. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share with your family and friends. Give this video a like. Follow me on Twitter. Link will be down below. And tell me down below in the comments, did you like this chapter? How you feel about these past couple of chapters? What you think is going to happen next week? Do you think Lynch is going to come back fully? And Sakri and Lumiel? Do you think these are going to be the three people that's going to put down this devil permanently? I still think Asta's going to have something to do with it, but that's neither here nor there. Also, we get to see the Wizard King's sister fully, and she looks just like Mimosa. So I guess Mimosa is probably the descendant of the Wizard King, which means technically the Vermilion family. Technically, Asta will technically be part of that if Yuno and Asta are, related to the Wizard King and Lynch and her. So it just makes sense. Can't wait to see what's going to go on there. But again, guys, just tell me down below your predictions. That's what I have for you. Peace out. Have a good one.